go at it. My name is the Captain, as you already know. I will be talking about the Venom movie. I'm going to go straight in. I thought the movie was trash. I didn't like it at all. Now, why wouldn't I like the Venom movie? You see I have the shirt on here and everything else. Why wouldn't I like it? Well, just like in mathematics, any of you who have done algebra, you have to follow a certain methodology, a certain order of operations. You know about PEMDAS, parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. If you don't follow this in mathematics, when it comes to algebra, your equations will be all over the place. One could say the same thing has to be done in screenwriting. Writing a screenplay is actually a formula. Now, the great Quentin Tarantino is excellent at following the formula. There's other great screenwriters also, too, in respect to that. What does that mean? That means, more or less, if you do a love story, if you do sci-fi movie, if you do some shoot 'em up, killer, bang, bang type of movie, you have to stick your ideas into the formula of writing the screenplay. And the better you are with the formula, the better your ideas come out on that screenplay and within the film. Also, to what one has to understand, within screenwriting, within movies, there's a certain unwritten rule. There's certain things that you're not supposed to do, but you see a lot of people do it. If you do these things, it takes you right out of the movie. For example, you see a woman that weighs maybe 110 pounds. She struggles to lift up 80 pounds, let's say bench press. But in the movie or TV show, you see her get into a fight with a man that weighs about 200 pounds, and she throws him halfway across the room. If that is not explained, you just took yourself out of the movie. Going further with it, you have someone going around in a movie, shoot 'em up, bang, bang movie, and they're killing people. But they decide not to kill Latin people, and they decide not to kill children. That has to be explained. If it's not explained anywhere within the movie, you take yourself out of the movie. So they have foolishness in this Venom movie that they're doing like this. So for someone like me, automatically I'm like, oh, you know, it just, I want to get up and leave when I see that. Why? Because it's not an independent production where you can let it go. This is big money. This is big time. It's not supposed to be happening. So that's one of the main reasons why I did not like the film. And actually, if they would have took their time, just a little bit more, 4 minutes, you wouldn't have these issues. But for most of you, it might not matter. The movie did great numbers. Now, some good points would be, you had some good action scenes. You also had some good end credit scenes. But other than that, there's nothing there as far as I'm concerned. A lot of money, though. Now, I'm going to pass it off to the great Afronerd. That's it for me. Bye-bye.
Folks, guess what again? This is D-Bert, aka the Afronerd, and I'm here live and direct, courtesy of our friend Jeff at Time Warp Comics in Hewlett, New York. Not Woodmere, Hewlett, New York. Little running joke there, people. Okay, so my friend and partner in white collar crime, Captain Kirk, discussed Venom, and I will follow through in a like-minded fashion. For those who are familiar with the mythology of Venom, it's a 30-year-old character, just about. Todd McFarlane, right? It just so happened, coincidentally, that I just came back from this weekend's New York Comic Con, at least for Thursday and Friday. And I happened to see Todd McFarlane, and he spoke quite fondly about his creation, Venom. On some level, as a nerd slash blurred, I'm going to be excited about something that I grew up with as a younger person being translated into film, onto film. I'm going to have to take a poo-poo on this, unfortunately. It's going to make its money, and for those who are into the culture, for those who know about the canon, we know how this is supposed to work. We may even see a similar thing, despite the power of Joaquin Phoenix, despite his prowess with Joker, we might see a similar thing with that. It is going to be a difficult thing to do a villain-centric cinematic film without the hero. Not saying that it cannot be done, but they're going to have to figure it out. This is a cash grab. Shout out to Amy Pascal. Shout out to Avi Arad. Those names, for those who are familiar with how Sony, Marvel, that whole thing with, now we may see the Disney and the Fox merger. Some of this might be straightened out, but we're still dealing with the backwash from that fiasco. You have people that really could care less about these properties, and they're going to do what they're going to do, what they're going to do. Despite that, it was somewhat entertaining, but they threw in a lot of things in this to give you the impression that they're pretending this is a connected or interconnected universe, that they're pretending. Again, I'm not going to go into really any spoilers. We'll talk about that at afronerdradio.com. But you're going to get the impression that it's an interconnected universe. You're going to get a surprise ending. I'm not going to tell you who the actor is, but he was getting his Sideshow Bob on. He looked like Sideshow Bob. That's an inside joke. That's toward the end. That's one of those after credit scenes. Should you see it? Perhaps, if you want to edify yourself, if you are a Marvel fan, I'll give you this. This is a spoiler. Stan Lee makes an appearance. That's not really a spoiler. We love Stan Lee. We're expecting him. It was a little shocking for him to be in a Sony Marvel, but he makes his customary Alfred Hitchcock appearance. I don't know what else to really say. I was somewhat disappointed. It's a money grab, people. Check it out. We will go deep at afronerdradio.com. Check that out. This is the business part of the YouTube channel. afronerdradio.com, patreon.com/afronerdradio, because we do need your support. We're late to IG, but we have an IG up, of course. IG is brand new. We're going to have footage from the New York Comic Con Festival of 18. We also have afronerd.com. The Uncanny Daryl B is back full and direct with his writing, his blog dropping. So definitely go to afronerd.com. And we'll be back at this again, people. Peace out. Chicken grease, as always.